Hi, bro.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we can hear you
Hi,
loud,
Fem.
loud and
Hi,
clear.
Fem. Hi, Em.
How
Yeah,
you doing,
All
Trevor?
right. Yeah, good,
right.
thanks. Good.
Yeah. So, welcome to the Alien Spaceship. We're all on board. We're
Yeah,
all
we
on
are.
board today. Yeah. Welcome to the Alien Spaceship with myself, Emmy Hikins, and
And me, Trevor Gear.
Femi Madariola.
yeah, it's good to see everyone, man. Good to see everyone. Aye, interesting. So, I don't know if you saw what I posted in the group, Trevor. Femi and I was just talking about it. It's this artificial intelligence, but they've
Yeah,
taken. Oh,
yeah.
did you see it?
Well, about AI and beauty contests.
Beauty pageant, yeah.
I
Yeah,
saw it.
beauty
Yeah,
pageants. Yeah.
yeah, beauty pageants. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work out. I don't know how they're gonna be judged because obviously they're gonna be all airbrushed, aren't they?
Yeah, what is it supposed to be? Is it some official organization or an official beauty contest?
Well, I delved deeper into it. And it turns out that I think the irrespective um, contestants, or I don't know what to call them, that they're going to be putting forward is owned by various people, probably people that developed the the the
Yeah.
the human interface of it, and some of them has already got. I think one of them have over 800,000 followers on Instagram already.
Yeah.
So I think it's geared towards marketing. So they saying,
Mm.
and the thing is, what's annoying me about it is, there's this thing that they're doing. They're saying, well, there's one of the contestants that they've created is now the face of, I think it's domestic violence or one of those movements anyway.
Yeah.
Uh, it,
Domestic violence, yeah.
was it all right? Yeah. In one of the Middle Eastern countries,
Yeah.
um, and she's advocating. I don't know how you're going to be advocating for something when you're not actually that thing. I don't know if that
When
makes.
you're not actually human, you know
Yeah,
what I'm trying to say?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what
Mm.
I'm trying to say. You're not actually human. I mean, have you experienced it yourself? Do you know how it feels? I don't know. So it's sort of, I, I I know they're winning. I know they're winning, and I'm only whining, but
The, the,
it's
sorry to cut you short. The
yeah,
aspect
sorry.
I don't understand is whoever, because it's a beauty pageant thing. So when you say beauty pageant, it involves ladies,
Right.
women, right? So what I don't really get is whoever has developed these faces of these beauty pageants, are they ladies like the faces they have actually, come up with, or are these developers man or women?
Mm.
That's what I don't get.
Yeah,
Mm.
and it
For
sort of gives.
example,
Yeah, go on.
imagine the face or the beauty pageant as advocating for domestic violence. Was this AI built by a man or by a woman?
Mm. And what do they mean by advocating? I mean, presumably, some sort of being against something like domestic violence,
Yeah,
and that
Yeah,
that face is the face of that. Is that what it's about?
that's what it is. So it's like a spokesperson,
yeah,
Yeah.
and obviously, like you said, the face of that thing that's they're advocating against. So this person is going to be posting, obviously, things about what they stand for, and I don't get it. I think it gives a new definition to what is a woman. What is a woman? Is it if somebody can sit down with somebody with obviously a good creative head on them can sit down and make something that is then called a woman and represents a woman, and it represents what a woman stands for. So what is a woman then? You know, what is, you know, it gives you a new definition, don't it? I know the end game is all about marketing, you know,
Marketing, yeah.
trying to influence, you know, towards, you know, a certain way of life or living. But it's advocating, well, not advocating, because that's the wrong word. It's advertising for somebody, on behalf of somebody. That's what it is. That's what it is.
So would it be a TV advert, for example, using an AI person in speech marks? Would they be then doing some sort of TV commercial on whatever the subject matter is, like being against domestic violence? And it's difficult to see what the benefit would be in terms of achieving that desired result. You know, if you're looking at somebody who on the face of it looks like a real person, a real woman in this case, because they do, these AI faces and models look very realistic. So I'm just wondering why there could be something beneficial in using AI for something like that. Why not use a real person? And of course, the other side of it as well is that, yeah, domestic violence is an horrific thing.
Yep.
But it has to be said as well. I think it's about a quarter of domestic violence is against men. So that shouldn't just be airbrushed away.
Oh.
We know the majority is against women by men, but there's still that minority of men who suffer. There was a case a few weeks ago, I can't remember the details now, but this poor fellow had been, I think he'd been beaten to death eventually. He died and she was charged with murder. And his family said that when they met a few years ago, and I think it was his second marriage, this woman isolated him from his family and all the things, you know, perhaps a psychopath type person would do, usually a man to a woman. But he sort of meekly obeyed to the point that he was killed. So it does happen the other way around. And it will be interesting to see whether you then have a man AI doing the same job as the female AI. And as I say, whether there's a benefit in using that, I don't know.
I think from what Emmy Hikins has said, I think is more. Is the end base of it is for advertising. Do you get it? It's more for advertising, and you know this AI of a thing can do anything. So if that face eventually wins that beauty pageant, right? It becomes, you know, known, say worldwide. And people are, you know, want to ask, you know, but with this AI thing, you can ask them any question and they, you know, it's more like being programmed. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So if that face eventually becomes very popular, then such faces can now do advertisement and do endorsement like normal human do.
Well, anything, any subject at all.
Any subject, I think that's the end product. It's more going into more of advertising for, you know, corporate organizations and stuff like that.
I think it's frightening.
Well, again,
sorry.
Go on. Well, I was only going to say
I was just going to say we're living in frightening times. That's what I was going to say.
And I mean, I just wonder. Obviously, AI has lots of applications. We know that in incredibly clever ways. But in terms of the human face and the human side, sometimes it's hard to see what an AI could do that's better than a real person could do. I don't know. I can understand the idea. It's at the bottom line, I guess, is money. It's advertising, it's marketing, and it's raising money. So people will get rich off of this. But I'm not sure that they can do things that humans can't unless they make them into sort of James Bond type figures or whatever. I think that we just know that AI is coming into all parts of our lives.